The craziest bank robbery of all time. It's a quiet Friday morning in North Hollywood. The sun is already high, casting sharp shadows across the streets. People are heading to work, grabbing coffee, living ordinary lives, completely unaware they're about to witness one of the most violent bank robberies in American history. At exactly 9:17 a.m., two men step out of a white Chevrolet Celebrity. They're not rushing. They're not nervous. In fact, they look almost mechanical. Their names are Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Matasareanu, and what they're wearing changes everything. Head-to-toe body armor, steel-plated vests, bulletproof protection covering nearly every inch of their bodies. In their hands, illegally modified automatic rifles. This isn't a robbery. This is a war zone waiting to erupt. They walk straight into the Bank of America. Inside, the tension spikes instantly. Employees freeze, customers drop to the ground. The robbers shout commands, their voices cold and controlled. They're expecting a massive payout, hundreds of thousands of dollars. But something goes wrong. The vault holds far less cash than they planned for. Minutes tick by, anxiety builds. Outside, someone has already called 911. Then, sirens. As Phillips and Matasareanu exit the bank, they're met by Los Angeles police officers. What happens next shocks the entire nation. Gunfire explodes. Not just a few shots, hundreds, then thousands. The robbers open fire with fully automatic weapons, spraying bullets across the street. Police return fire, but their standard-issue handguns are no match. Bullets bounce off the robbers' armor like pebbles. Officers take cover behind cars that offer almost no protection. Windshields shatter, doors rip apart under gunfire. Civilians run for their lives. This isn't over in seconds. It stretches on for 44 terrifying minutes. The sound is relentless, echoing gunfire, screaming sirens, the crack of bullets tearing through metal and glass. News helicopters capture everything live. Millions of Americans are watching in disbelief. At one point, Phillips calmly steps into the open street, firing in every direction like he's untouchable. And for a while, he is. Police are outgunned. Desperate, some officers race to a nearby gun store and borrow heavier weapons, rifles capable of piercing armor. It's a move straight out of a movie, but this is real life. Meanwhile, Matasareanu attempts to escape in the getaway car, but the tires are shredded by gunfire. The vehicle lurches, then crashes. Phillips continues firing until suddenly he stops. In a chilling moment caught on camera, he places the barrel of his rifle under his chin and pulls the trigger. The shooting doesn't end there. Matasareanu, wounded but alive, crawls behind the disabled car. Police surround him, weapons trained. The standoff continues, tense and uncertain. Eventually, he collapses from his injuries. By the time it's over, more than 2,000 rounds have been fired. Miraculously, no civilians are killed, but 12 police officers and 8 civilians are injured. The aftermath is immediate and lasting. This single event forces a major shift in American policing. Departments across the country begin upgrading weapons and body armor, preparing for threats that once seemed unthinkable. What makes this robbery so chilling isn't just the violence, it's the preparation, the calculation, the fact that two men turned a routine bank heist into a battlefield and held an entire city in fear. North Hollywood will never forget that morning, because for 44 minutes, ordinary streets became a war zone, and the line between crime and combat disappeared.